Welcome back to Wrenches in Motion, where if it ain't broke, I ain't buying it. And today, well, it's going to be kind of a sad day because Kenny here, it's been okay, but the suspension is really bad. It's cambered in. It almost looks like I'm, trying to do whatever. So I talked to a guy and he's got another one, so the truck and trailer's hooked up. Let's go see what we can get. Okay, so what we have here is a 04 Honda Pilot, just like Kenny, 2004. This is an EX model. Kenny is an LX, which means this has got no sunroof. I didn't even notice that. Oh, I like that a lot. It's actually an EXL because it's got the leather seats. And it's kind of dirty. I'm not going to lie about that. Let's see what else we got here. I mean, if you look down it, tires are really good there. Firestone, we got a Goodyear here that's shot. Brakes are probably gone. This is one of the reasons I got it so cheap. His kid busted out the back window, so gotta love that. Kenny's hatch will fit right on though, so I'm not really too concerned about it. Let's keep walking around here. I mean, really, the body is really clean on this one. The suspension's straight. We got another Goodyear tire here that's not so good. And another Goodyear tire. So the one in the back's been replaced. The rest of them are really kind of shot. I think what we really need to do is get this thing off the trailer so we can take a better look at it. I haven't even tried this door. I don't know if this door works. Nope, could be locked. Okay, we've got a little issue with the hood. Could just be a hinge. Kenny's got hinges, so I'm not worried about that. There's something going on with the fender here. I don't know what this wire is. Maybe a satellite radio, maybe? Okay, the story on this one is... Oh, and when we were pulling it up, we kind of yanked the exhaust off of it. Oh well. We've got other exhaust. Story was they put a transmission in it from the junkyard and they didn't hook it up right. There's some wires and stuff supposedly hanging and it wouldn't drive. Well, yeah, I guess not. When I got there, it didn't start and the fuel pump never came on. So if it's not too hard, I might take Kenny's fuel pump and drop in here real quick just to see if we can get this thing running and try to put it in gear, see what it does. But first things first, we need to get it off this trailer, so let's work on doing that. Alright, so we were able to push it off the trailer. Actually, it was uneventful. I did just see this up here, this little dent right there. That's not really going to make a difference. So we got leather seats. Little split there. I don't know if you can see it because of the sun. Probably not. Console. It's empty. Stuff here. We got something. Oh, we got a pen. Heated seats. That's going to be nice for the New York winters. Down here, we got the plastic around here. It's all broke up. I mean, we've got plastic from Kenny, so not that big of a deal. Moving on to the back. Well, this door opens too. Let me see, it's got some Duralast transmission filter. Yep, they did say they had transmission issues, so these seats need to be cleaned up. Kind of smells in here a little bit. Not real terrible though. Okay. Now this I couldn't get open. And I don't know why. Oh, you know what? It's probably locked. So I have to climb in there and all the glass and try to reach the unlock because, yeah, it's definitely... Oh, wait. We got a key. Hang on. Let me go get a key and I'll be right back. All right, let's try the key. Oh, key does not work. I'll bet the key does not work in the doors either. Nope, the key doesn't work in the doors either. Oh, can you see that? Probably shouldn't get too close to them. They're probably going to get upset. Yeah, they're alive in there. All right, so we got to get some wasp killer. Okay, well, I did notice when I put the battery in and hit the unlock that nothing unlocked. So there's probably an issue there. Yeah, we gotta clean these seats. Oh, we got Daddy Longlegs. We'll get rid of him right away. Bye-bye. On this side, more spider webs. No more wasps over here, so that's good. Owner's manual? Maybe? Yep, owner's manual. And pretty well empty. This is where that wire comes in. Yeah, it looks like satellite antenna, so we'll just rip that off. Okay. Well, so far, it's looking decent. Under the hood, we got a buttload of leaves. Yeah, all over the place. Big old spider web here. I don't know if you can see it. There's this little hole right there. And then down here is the battery and everything else. So what we're going to do is probably just tow this under the carport so that if it rains it won't get inside and get it all wet. And then we'll see what's what. Maybe hit it with a power washer, get rid of all this green stuff, make it look nice and silvery again. Inspection 419, and it's got a cracked windshield. Of course it's got a cracked windshield, why wouldn't it? Seems like everything I buy has got a cracked windshield. Well, of course the wasp killer spray was out, but you see that the torch worked, so we just used a propane torch and burnt them out of there. I did see a couple fly away that I didn't get, so hopefully they don't come back. I don't think they will. So anyway, oh, there's a lock on it. So far only one. Oh, there he is. Ah. All right, got him. So the two back wheels have a lock. I really hope the key's around. And this one's missing a lug, but I got plenty of lugs, so no worries there. We got some of the glass cleaned up. Some of this is gonna have to stay there for a bit. I got some of the junk taken out of here. That transmission filter, I'm sure they sold it for this, but guess what? It doesn't fit this. It takes an external filter. So in the box is, I'm sure, the original ignition cylinder. So we got that. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. Some junk. That's the owner's manual. I'm gonna throw that in the glove box. But as I was cleaning out under here, I was looking at the fuse box. I'm trying to figure out why the fuel pump ain't coming on. And This one here, backup AC, see? Supposed to be there. Rear AC is supposed to be there. And heater motor is supposed to be there. And rear window defroster. So we got 3 fuses that are missing. So we take a walk over here to Kenny real quick. And we see that Kenny has all 4 of those. It's like, okay. So let's take a look at Snowflake. And sure enough, Snowflake has all 4 of them. So we're going to take the ones out of Snowflake and throw into Kenny's replacement and see what happens. But we still didn't have any fuel pump action. And now I got some light. That blue 15 amp up on top, that is the fuel pump, and that's good. So, next step is to take out the back seat and see if we're getting voltage back here to the fuel pump to tell it to turn on. If we are, we're going to call it a bad fuel pump and take one out of Snowflake. So, stay with me because I think I'm not going to do that till tomorrow, but I am going to get some cleaner and try to clean these seats up because they're pretty gross. Well, I was able to get the hatch up, and look what we have right here. Oh yeah, they don't seem too happy either. So, since we don't have since you don't have the wasp killer, we do have brake cleaner and a torch. Well, with one blast of the brake cleaner and torch, we got a burnt up wasp nest, and we got 5 of them down here. There might be more in here, but I did get the hatch open, which is nice. So let me finish cleaning all this glass out of here. We'll open up the little compartment and see if we can find the key for the wheels. Yeah, it's always got to be special stuff. So here we've got the flood, which is not really unexpected with that window broken out. But if you look down in here, oh yeah, there's the animals. Yeah, we got some probably some mises. Yeah, 3 little places. So we're gonna vacuum all that out, and hopefully they'll be gone. Well, it's not gonna be a real good way to. Maybe I could put you on the other side and shoot it in this way. But in order to get the seats out, you gotta take off these plastic covers, and then there's 2 bolts under here, and same thing in the front. There's plastic covers, take them off, and then there's 2 bolts. Should be 14 millimeter. And then we'll see if we can't get these seats out. Let me see if I can put you on the other side. Maybe you can get a view. Alright, first things first, let's get these plastics out of here. Hopefully you can see. I should just pop right up. There's one. This one here is going to be more difficult. It's a lot bigger. Ugh. When I get these seats out, that'll give you an opportunity to clean this carpet too. Come on. Come on. There we go. And number 2. I think I'm going to take both seats out. One gotta be difficult. All right, let's see if we can move this seat back and get these other 2 bolts out. This part you probably won't be able to see. But just like over there, 2 plastic covers. Pop them off. These are little ones. Come on. Oh, there we go. As it takes off. Okay, the seat is loose. Let's see if we can get this thing out. Oh, I don't want to do that. Come on. This is the heavy one, of course. I'm trying to think of how I got it out last time. I don't think I took it out through the door. I think I actually pushed it out through the back. Well, maybe it'll come out. Well, maybe I did do it this way. Or maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. Alright, let's drop these other seats. Of course, the hatch is still throwing glass everywhere. I'm probably going to edit a lot of this out. You guys don't need to see all this. Especially if I got to climb in there to get these out. Oh, as long as I don't get glass all over me, I'll be all right. Why won't you just lift up? Caught it on the carpet. There we go. Okay. Now we got that. I don't know if you can see this, so let me take a look at the camera real quick. Okay, now you're in a better spot. Let me go around to the back and climb in. That way I can show you what's going on here. No glass, no glass. Okay, so under here is the fuel pump. Now they say to go ahead and cut the carpet. The carpet's already like pre-cut, gives you the lines to cut on, so we will go ahead and do that. I guess this is how you can tell if your fuel pump's ever been replaced. And this one obviously has not. It's kind of perforated, so it's real easy to cut. Sometimes you just rip it like that. All right, 4 Phillips screws will take this cover off. Some of you notice this is not the white Makita, this is the blue one. The white one died when I was working on the white Pilot. I mean, it didn't really die, but it broke and I could never get the chuck out, so I had to buy a whole nother drill. Alright, so get this rubber thing out of here, or just leave it. I've got to get it out. That's not going to be fun to put back in, I can guarantee that. Anyway, fuel pump's under here. Let's see if we can get this connector off of here. Should be easy. There we go. There, now, that being said, fuel pump's in there. We're just gonna check for voltage. I gotta figure out what pins are supposed to have the 12 volts on it. And then, looks like we're gonna need some wire or something to stick in there so we can clip onto it. All right, so let me go get all the stuff we need and I'll be right back. Okay, I hope you can read the meter. We're trying to read 12 volts DC. I'm gonna turn the key on and then hook up the meter and see what we got. Yep, let's feel that. We don't need to hear that. Alright, so here we go. 12 volts or no? No 12 volts. Okay, could it be the main relay? So before we go jumping into the relay, I just want to see if the fuel pump even works. Well, I heard something. I'm not convinced the fuel pump's bad. I'm really not. I just wish these clips would hold on better. Because I heard something go. Well, maybe not. I swear I heard something though. So let me see if I can change out that main relay real quick. Okay, I've got a spare main relay made in Mexico. So this one's obviously been replaced before. This is from Kenny. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plug this in and then throw that back on and see what we get. Okay, I need you to listen because I'm going to listen too. We'll see if we get anything or not. I didn't hear anything. Okay, that fuel pump might actually be bad. This is taking much longer than expected. The seatbelt buckle had got wedged in between the seats and I couldn't move either seat back and forth, so I finally got that figured out. And then look at this trash in here. This is what I deal with all the time working on these cars. So let's get this carpet cut and get this fuel pump out of here. So of course the 08 fuel pump is different than the 04, which means this project just hit a snag. And I'm just going to end up towing this thing under the carport. Time to move on to the next project. So what do you do when you don't really want to work on something? I guess you just keep pressing on. So here's what we got. I've been trying to troubleshoot the main relay up there. And what I believe is the ECU is not providing a good ground when you turn the key. So I think the ECU is shot. I'm going to try to disconnect the wires and pull the ECU out of the other Kenny and plug it in and see what we get. I'm pretty sure that there's a ring on here on the steering column that has to come off and put the key in it so it'll read the key from Kenny and match the ECU. So that's where we're at right now. Also, another thing is, you see this rear blower is full of fur, so I'm going to vacuum that off. I haven't tested it yet, but I do have Kenny's working, so if nothing else, maybe I can get this one working. And Kenny's going to turn it into a parts vehicle. So I had a strange thought, and I was thinking, I know the fuel pump's bad, and I don't really have a replacement except for this one right here, which I know works fine. But am I overthinking it? Trying to go for the relay and the ECU, and when I know for sure the fuel pump's bad? I might be. So we're going to take the fuel pump out of here, put it in that one, and then give her a shot. This carpet right here, first thing you do is pull the back seat out. They're 14 millimeter bolts. I think I've showed that before. This carpet here is perforated, so you're going to have to get a knife and cut around it. What you will find out is if it's still together, that means the fuel pump's never been replaced. So once you get that off, there's this panel here. It's got 4 screws. Take those Phillips screws off. And then there's a clip in here, a plug you got to undo to get that out of the way. Now once you do that, there's these 2 fuel lines, and then this ring that holds everything down. And what I'm just going to use is a brass punch and a brass hammer to try to turn that. That looks like it's not going to work, so I might have to get a screwdriver and try that. That's how I got the other one out. So let's see if we can get these fuel lines off. Just press these together. Pull the fuel line out. Sometimes they're a pain. Well, these things probably haven't been squeezed together since 2004, so I hope I don't need a... I shouldn't need a pliers for this. They should be easy enough. But this one side, it's being a booger. I don't even know if this will go over it. Ah, there we go. So squeeze. It should release. It's not. Okay, let's try again. Holy cow. Now, let's try it again. Ah, there we go. Okay. So these are going to just be all in the way. So let's go get the screwdriver and see if we can't open this thing up. So if I have to go get one out of the junkyard, which probably not, because I'll just probably take this one. The way you test it, there's 2 pins here and 3 here on the top. On the 2 pins, the right side is positive, the left side is negative. I just hooked those up to my drill battery, and I heard the fuel pump go. Well, I know this one's good because I've been driving it, but that's how you test it out in the junkyard if you're going to go get one. Wow. So you get the gist. I'll be back when it's out. Now that we've got it loose, we can use our hands. Turn it the rest of the way. Just be careful, don't cut yourself on the metal edges around here. Okay, so the ring's gonna come off. Now, this is the fuel pump assembly, and it's got a rubber seal on it, so I wanna make sure we get that out with it. Maybe. Come on. Ah, there we go. All right, let's try not to drop any of this garbage down in the fuel tank. This is a really tight fit too. Come on. Come on. All right, so here's our fuel pump liberated. Draining back into the tank. Now we've got the sending unit. Which is coming along with it. Come on. This will probably get gas all over your inside of your car, so be careful with that. There we go, there's the sender. Woo! Got it. Let's go put this in the other one. Okay, over to the Silver Pilot. We just threw everything in there just to see. I mean, I don't even know what this thing's going to do yet. So let us, I think I heard it prime. Wow. No smoke or nothing. I got check engine light, brake light, because the brake's on. Oh, it goes in drive. Goes in reverse. Oh boy. This whole time, doing all that stuff, we should have just went right for the fuel pump. Okay, well now that we know it works, wow, what do we do now? I think we're going to put Kenny back together so we can move him. We're going to move Snowflake, and tomorrow, because I don't think I got time today, maybe, go get a fuel pump for this. Actually, you know what? I might do that right now. I might just leave everything the way it is and go get a fuel pump. And then maybe we'll talk about that. No, we won't. That's later. Alright, so we're back on the Silver Pilot real quick. I just tried to vacuum, get rid of some of this glass. I am going to replace the rear hatch. And when I do, I just want it to be a little bit safer for us. So I try to get as much glass out of there as I can. And I'm trying to figure out why it won't latch. It will not close. So I try to stick a screwdriver in here to test the latch. And, oh, maybe that's why it doesn't work. Alright, so we're going to pull the back panel off of here. And I'm sure it's going to... Oh, someone already has tried. Look at that. Alright, so we're going to do that and see what we can get. I'm pretty sure this has got to come out. There's probably a couple screws in here holding this part of the panel on. And I think it's all just Christmas trees from there. So let us get to work on that. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, 2 screws here once you take the cover off. The handle had 2 screws. And there's an order to this. You have to take this piece off first, and then you can take off the side pieces, and then you can finally get the rear cover off. So it's a little bit of work, but nothing we can't handle. It's just held in by these clips, and this I thought was holding the spoiler on, but there's one there, and there's one on the other side. So I mean, it does appear loose, but maybe it's under here. I don't know. But anyway, extra bolts. So let's get these side covers off, get this bottom cover off. I'm suspecting that these bolts are going to be missing in here. So I just started unsnapping it, and there's supposed to be 3 bolts. One just fell. I hope the other 2 are inside here somewhere. Let me see if I can carefully pull this down. Trying to figure out what might be holding it now. Maybe nothing. So yeah, let me finish getting this off. And I see at least 1 screw. Hopefully there's 2 more in there. I got the panel off. It's full of glass. I got glass all over the cement, so I gotta pick that up. But one thing I did notice is what I'm gonna have to do in the junkyard, because there is a silver hatch in there that I want, but I think it's locked. And this looks like the lock mechanism here. This is when you pull the handle, that opens it. So I believe this is the lock. And I think the one in the junkyard is locked because I cannot get it to open, or this cable's broke or something. But it's nice to be able to take a look in here and say, okay, this is how it works. And now we can hopefully go to the junkyard and pull it out if it's still there when we get back. I've got to go over travel again for 2 weeks. and they tend to turn over cars pretty quickly, so chances are when I get back it's not going to be there. But I did find the 3 screws, so let's put them in and see if this thing will actually shut and lock. Alright, well, we've got it in. Let's see what it does. Besides throw glass all over. Hey, it's latched. Will it open? No, it will not. What is going on with that? Well, that just made life 10 times harder. Okay, so I may have to crawl in and open it manually because we're definitely going to replace this hatch. Okay, so let me get the vacuum out, vacuum up all this glass, vacuum up the glass that fell on the inside, and you know, we may swing this thing over and give it a power wash because it is, I don't know if you can see the greenness on it, but yeah, it's pretty dirty. So I think that's what it needs, is a good power wash. Yeah, it's filthy. Well, that won't do anything to help me finish it. It'll at least look nice when it's sitting here doing nothing. Also, I noticed it's got the wheel locks with no key. So I'm gonna have to get my socket and see if I can't bust those out of there. All right. And of course, you know, I took the seat so I could do the fuel pump, and now that's going to be in the way too. So this is going to be interesting. Well, we're done power washing, and I must say it looks pretty good. I don't know what's going on with this hood, whether it's a bent hinge or not, but I think if I part Kenny out, I'll take a hood hinge and put on there and see if we can maybe fix that. Headlights definitely need buffing. Maybe I'll take Kenny's and put on here. Oh, missed a spot under the headlight there. But yeah, overall not bad. Cleaned up pretty well. Inside the leather seats, they need something to make them softer again because they're kind of crispy. But you've seen all this before. I just wanted to show you what it looks like after it's power washed. A whole lot better. I can actually see out of the mirrors now, so I'll be able to back it up where I need to. And from there, let's go on to the next project, and we'll just stop this one right here. Alright, so in preparation for the back window, which goes up underneath the spoiler here, we're going to have to take that off. And I'm not quite sure how to do it, but I think we got these 2 10s on the corners, and there's maybe one under here, I don't know yet, but let's see if we can go ahead and buzz those off. I like how they come out. I've seen some spoilers back when I was looking for one for the CL. You try to take these nuts off, they just end up breaking the screws because they're all rusted. So let's see how close we are. Yep, definitely one in the middle. All right, let's see if we can get that cover off and get that other bolt out of there, or nut, whatever. Well, the center didn't seem to have anything. There was a stub, there was no nut on it. I still can't get this off. So let me try pulling the brake light out. Okay, the glass is out. We got fresh silicone on there. Just waiting to put the glass back in and reassemble everything. Turns out there is the 3 10s, but there's also these 2 clips, one there and one there. They pretty much just pop up on it. It pops the clips out. And just like that, the rear window's in. They put the wiper on. I told them to leave this off so I can clean it. So that's what we've been working on now, is cleaning this before I put it back together. And the spoiler, I'm going to try to clean that before I set it back down. The third brake light, I'm going to clean that up, put that back in. And then we should be good to go. Alright, looking much better. Spoilers in, brake lights on. Now, for the fun part is getting all the glass and stuff out of here because it's all over the place. So we're going to work on that. And then there's still glass in here. I don't know if I'll ever get it all out, but yeah, it's just one of those things. Oh, I just saw a spider. There he is. See if we can kill him and clean this thing up some more. So it is finally out of the carport. Running. We got it tagged. If we open the hatch, got all the plastic in. So we're getting somewhere with it. Now, I said don't slam anything. The pilot's chilling in the woods. It's going to be here for a little bit longer. Some of the things I need to do to it, I'm going to be discussing in an upcoming video where I'm going to cover all the projects again and the breakdowns. So for those of you that have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. It really means a lot to me. My main reason for doing this is just to document things I do. Hopefully my grandkids can look at this in the future and say that's what my granddaddy did. And a lot of it's just for me, so I'll know, you know, if I think back to something and go, wait a minute, didn't I have this problem once before? I can look through some videos and maybe find it, or maybe not. But another reason is that I hope to be of some sort of an educational value to someone. Maybe someone's having an issue and I happen to post a solution. That'd be awesome. So thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys next time.